Number 6. James, Paul, Kimiko, and Amar win $100. They divide the amount as follows. James receives 1/3 of what Paul receives. Paul receives 1/2 of what Kimiko receives, and Kimiko receives 1/4 of what Amar received. How much did each receive? Okay, so first of all, the strategy I'm gonna use is working backwards from Amar and working out that since Kimiko received 1/4 of Amar, I'm gonna let Amar be X. And then I'm gonna do this all in terms of X. So Kimiko is 1/4 X. Paul is 1/2 of Kimiko, so I take Kimiko, which is X over 4, and times that by 1/2 to get Paul's portion. And then reading backwards, it says James receives 1/3 of what Paul receives. So I get Paul's portion, which is 1/2 times 1/4, and times that all by 1/3. Now I need an equation to solve. The equation is going to be based on $100 because I know that James, Paul, Kimiko, and Amar all add up to $100. So that's what I'm going to do. So I get 100 is equal to James. I'm going to multiply that through. All the bottoms multiplied together. I get X over 3 times 2 times 4. That's going to be 24. Plus Paul's portion, which is going to be 1/2 times 1/4, or 1x over 8. Kimiko is x over 4, and Amar is x. Okay, so then I need a common denominator to add these fractions together. Or you can multiply through by the common denominator. In fact, let's do that. Let's eliminate the fraction by multiplying through. We're going to multiply by the common denominator of 24. So I get 2400 is equal to x plus 24 divided by 8 is 3, so I get 3x plus 24 divided by 4 is 6x plus I get 24x. Solving this equation, we end up with 2400 is equal to 1 plus 3 plus 6 plus 24. That looks like 34x. Okay, and then solving for x, divide both sides by 34, so we get 2400 over 34. Okay, and that's going to simplify to, let's see here, 2400. It simplifies to 1200 over 17. Which is approximately $70.59. Okay, and then that's Amar's portion. Kimiko is going to be equal to, so Kimiko is going to be 1/4 of that. So she gets $17.65. Okay, Paul, his portion works out to be $8.82. And James's portion works out to be $2. So James works out to be $2.94.